Hello everyone. We're going to be talking about 10 episodes that that shouldn't exist that didn't get banned. Here we go. Number 10, VeggieTales, Rack Shack and Benny. Here's why that should have gotten banned. The bunny song basically was... You probably already know this song, but did you know about the bunny song that a few weeks after Rack Shack and Benny Police, parents began sending in letters to Big IDs complaining that their kids were singing "I don't love my mom" or "My dad just a bunny" and "I won't go to church and I won't go to school." Victor and Big IDs were disappointed that none of the children watching it. This probably, instead of pulling the episode, they changed the lyrics instead of banning the complete episode. Now let's move on to the episodes. Number 9, No Need to Shout by Eleanor Wonders Why. The rest of the episode was okay, but there was one specific scene that shouldn't have been put in it. It involved Eleanor Wonders Why taking a bath. This scene probably was teaching kids how to take a bath, but it might also send a bad message to the kids to fall in love with Eleanor as a cartoon crush just because they saw her in the bath. I did not fall in love with anyone just because they took a bath, even though I have a lot of cartoon crushes, that's for sure. But I didn't fall in love with them because they took a bath or shower. Now let's move on to the third episode. Number 8, the Space Pirates episode, Music to Warm Me Up. I didn't watch this episode or show when I was a kid, but one of my friends are actually scared of this episode. I think the reason why he was scared, my friend was scared of it because they probably played around a loud sound or this bird or the bird or this microphone bird right here might have scared him. But I think, and here's some, then it later talks about putting on sunscreen and stuff. It shows a performance. I think that, not sure what scared her, but maybe I'll find out. Let's move on to the worst of all episodes. Dog Day from Uncle Grandpa. I remember watching this episode when I was little, and the bear scared me. Okay. The rest of the episode was okay until they took a detour to a forest and they bump into a giant grizzly bear. The bear will not let him leave unless he got scared. So Uncle Grandpa barks at the dog and it doesn't work. Instead, the bear currently roars at Uncle Grandpa, hogging the entire screen, scaring me. I was even scared of that scene. Which is probably... The animation of the bear scene is basically very similar to the one from The Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald, Scared Silly. They should definitely ban this episode because they should have not be making that bear clog the screen, making a scary face, probably scaring hundreds of kids if they're a fan of Uncle Grandpa. Let's move on to number 5, Twilight's Kingdom Part 2. I don't think this episode should be banned everywhere, but there could be, but I don't think this should be airing on any preschool network because of T-Rex roars, probably. If they hear T-Rex roar, they'll probably scream and run away crying. Number 6, the Nature Cat episode, A Shed Time Story. It starts with Nature Cat's friend Hal shedding his fur, scaring a trap, thinking they'll go hairless, and they'll round until and they also see a bunch of animals shedding their fur off completely, then until Nature Cat gets the furry fluor completely, and then their friends tell them they're just shedding, they sing a song, then that's it. I think the reason why this show should be banned because it might embarrass kids to pick them all, showing them shaved, and it might teach kids how to shave their animals. Let's move on to number 7, Blaze and the Monster Machines, the Mystery Bandits. It starts with Blaze being crushed, in a race, and then their trophy gets taken, and then a couple of minutes later, Crusher's little trucky got stolen, which makes him cry like a baby. All because the little trucky got stolen. And then, but they go on an adventure until he starts crying until they get it back. I think they should ban it because it might teach kids how to cry when their things get lost. And number 8, Pinkalicious, the terrific episode, Treasure Hunt, had the same reason, but except they meet a pirate named Poof McSquint crying, all because he couldn't find his special treasure, so they search for it, and they keep getting the wrong treasure, making him cry even more, until they find the right treasure. Number 9, It's Not Okay to Hurt Someone by Daniel Tiger. Daniel Tiger is first seen playing farm, and then Margaret wrecks his farm, and then Daniel gets mad and almost begins to punch her, but Mom Tiger stops him. This episode probably got away with it because it was underrated until 2025. Last but not least, Gorilla Suit Day from SpongeBob SquarePants. This episode involves SpongeBob dressing up like a gorilla because it was a gorilla suit. Because it was Gorilla Suit Day, so Bob couldn't get the gorilla suit off because Patrick stuck it to him. I think. Then he begins going. Everyone thinks he's a real gorilla until a real sea gorilla shows up and scares everyone. But then they purchase the Yellow Sponge person cartoon, then they declare the next day to be Kangaroo Suit Day. And then Squidward bumped into a live action gorilla who rolls him the ground. And that ends up my video. See you next time.